All right. Now, LA Times, great story over the weekend. Great in that it is interesting. It's very, very unfortunate. They did a tally of the morgues in Baghdad and outside of Baghdad and in the south as well. And they figured out that at the very, very least, 50,000 people have died in this war so far in Iraq. Now, let me tell you the parts that does not count. It does not count the Kurdish area at all. They couldn't get numbers for there. It doesn't count anything outside of Baghdad in the whole first year of the invasion, including shock and awe and the beginning of the insurgency. It doesn't count, or it seriously undercounts the deaths in the Anbar province because they have trouble getting numbers out of there. And the Anbar province is the main Sunni stronghold where a great percentage and the significant majority of the insurgency is happening along with Baghdad. So it undercounts that significantly, and it doesn't count any nonviolent deaths. With all of that undercounting, it's still a 50,000 Iraqis killed. Now, if you did it proportionately to America, because the Iraqi population is much smaller, that would be the equivalent, according to the LA Times, of 570,000 Americans dead. Now, how do you think we would feel if the Iraqis came in here and said, oh, no, we're going to help you because you need regime change, and we're going to give you our form of government, and we're going to do it at the barrel of a gun, and that's going to cause the deaths of 570,000 Americans, and you should thank us.
And let's face it, if they say it's 50,000, it was double that. Because you got to think about the people who couldn't get water for so many weeks. You got to think about the people who couldn't get electricity when they need electricity, the lack of medicine, the doctors. So say 75,000. So say it's nearly 1 million Americans, or 1 million Americans get killed. Think how upset we rightfully were when we lost 3,000 of our people on September 11th.
Now imagine 570,000 as a conservative estimate if we'd lost that much. And you wonder why there's an insurgency in Iraq. We're not supposed to say that. Oh, no, that's unpatriotic to say that. We're always right. God is with us. Gott mit uns. Sorry. We're not supposed to say that we couldn't possibly be in the wrong. And I'm not saying the insurgents are right. And the reality is it's a battle at this point between the Sunnis and the Shiites, sectarian strife, and we're kind of caught in the middle, and they have gotten beyond us being there in almost in a sense. And they're fighting with each other, and they're having to hit us because we're convenient targets and sitting ducks at this point. And I'm not justifying or excusing any actions on any sides, but including the American actions. It was a grotesque error to be kind, mistake to be kind, to go into Iraq in the first place. And that's why when you look at, these are real people, real families, as Richard was saying in the last segment, real, dads and moms and kids and family members. And this doesn't count the injured either, by the way. And that must be in the hundreds of thousands. 50,000 families ripped apart in Iraq. Do you think those people aren't going to hate America going forward? You still have Senator Hillary Clinton and Joe Lieberman and John McCain and every Republican senator saying, nope, the war wasn't a mistake, war was great, and we're not going to change our minds about it, and we're going to stay the course. Unacceptable.
And the sad fact of it is you've got 50,000 insurgents fighting over there in a country of 20 million, but poll after poll after poll after poll, 9 out of 10 Sunnis support military hostilities against the U.S. occupation. At least half of the Shiites feel the same way. The population is overwhelmingly against us there. They're overwhelmingly against us staying there. There was a University of Maryland poll that I wrote about a couple weeks ago that said that that one of the main reasons they loathe and distrust us is because they think we want a permanent military presence in their country, and yet we're not willing to set what everybody calls a date certain for withdrawal. The fact that we're not willing to set a date certain to even begin withdrawal is one of the reasons why they loathe us, and it's one of the reasons why more and more of our soldiers are getting killed over there. So if you really love the troops and if you really support the troops, then my argument to you would be, then let's set a date to get out of there so that they stop killing our troops with these crude homemade bombs.
And, it's not going to help the situation if you have these so-called permanent military bases that pretty much rub it in the face of the Iraqis. Not only have all these people died here, and not only is it chaos in the streets now, and you've got sectarian strife, and we've taken your oil revenue, by the way, and we lost $9 billion of it, let alone all the money that went to our projects and that made Halliburton and a lot of Bechtel and a lot of other companies, American companies, rich. Forget all that. But we're not going to leave, ever. These bases are going to stay here forever. Now, you think that doesn't encourage insurgency? Of course it does. Of course it does. Wouldn't you? Imagine Iraq occupies us, and after 570,000 Americans are dead, and they've taken the American natural resources and they've given it to Iraqi companies, and then they say, oh, by the way, we got 4 permanent military bases. One's going to be in Kansas, the other one's going to be in Brooklyn, third one's going to be in Dallas, and the fourth one's going to be in Seattle, and we're never going to leave those. And we're going to have permanent Iraqi military presence in America. Now, who do you think? Do you think any good, red-blooded American wouldn't fight against that?